The mist rolled in like a shroud, obscuring the quaint coastal town of Ravenswood from view. Zha'thik, an alien from a world beyond this one, stumbled through the deserted streets, its long, spindly legs trembling with each step. It had been stranded on this unforgiving planet for what felt like an eternity. And the isolation was beginning to take its toll. The memories of its homeworld, of its family and friends, seemed to fade with each passing day, leaving only a hollow ache in its chest. As it navigated the unfamiliar surroundings, Zha'thik's large, black eyes scanned the buildings for any sign of life. But the town seemed abandoned. The only sound the creaking of old wooden signs and the distant crash of waves against the shore. It had been drawn to this place by the faint hum of a strange energy signature. One that seemed to emanate from a dilapidated lighthouse on the outskirts of town. But now, with the mist closing in, Zha'thik was lost and disoriented. It stumbled upon a small, weathered cottage, its door hanging crookedly on its hinges. Zha'thik pushed it open, its eyes adjusting to the dim light within. The air was thick with the scent of decay and rot, and the alien's sensitive nose wrinkled in distaste. But it was the photographs on the walls that caught its attention, images of a family, smiling and happy, their faces frozen in time. Zha'thik's own memories began to surface, and it felt a pang of grief for the life it had left behind. As it explored the cottage, Zha'thik discovered a series of cryptic messages scrawled on the walls. They seemed to be a warning, a desperate plea from someone who had been trapped in this very place. The alien's curiosity was piqued, and it began to unravel the mystery of the messages. But it was not alone. A figure, shrouded in shadows, watched Zha'thik from the corner of the room. The figure, a woman with sunken eyes and a twisted grin, emerged from the darkness. She introduced herself as Emilia, the guardian of Ravenswood, and revealed that Zha'thik was trapped in a temporal loop, reliving the same day over and over. The energy signature from the lighthouse was the key to escape. But Emilia would stop at nothing to keep the alien prisoner. Zha'thik realized that it had stumbled into a web of deceit and manipulation, and that its only hope for survival lay in outwitting Emilia. The two enemies engaged in a cat-and-mouse game, Zha'thik using its advanced technology to evade Emilia's traps and puzzles. But the woman was cunning, and the alien found itself cornered in the lighthouse, the energy signature pulsating with an otherworldly power. Emilia revealed that she had been using the loop to relive the day her family died, to try and change the course of events. But Zha'thik saw the pain and the grief in her eyes, and knew that it had to escape, not just for its own sake, but for Emilia's as well. With a burst of adrenaline, Zha'thik activated its technology, harnessing the energy signature to break the temporal loop. The world around it began to distort and blur, and Emilia's face contorted in a snarl of rage. But Zha'thik was gone, vanished into the mist, leaving the woman to face the reality of her own grief. As the alien emerged on the outskirts of town, it felt a sense of freedom, of release. It knew that it would never forget the lessons it had learned in Ravenswood, that healing was a journey, not a destination, and that sometimes, the only way to move forward was to let go of the past. Zha'thik vanished into the night, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. Its heart a little lighter, its spirit a little stronger.